Styles. I'm sure that one of the main reasons you chose the Korg Havian30 was the high-quality styles that make it inspiring and quite simply fun to play. Let's look at playing and selecting styles. The first style that is selected when you turn on the instrument is Unplugged Ballad 1. You should still have the grand piano sound from the previous chapter. If not, select it again. Play a chord anywhere on the keyboard with 3 or more notes, and press Start. Each style has 15 style elements. These are used to recreate the parts of songs, introductions, verses, choruses, endings, etc. You use these buttons to select the style element. This style is playing Intro 1. The flashing light above Variation 2 means that after playing the intro, it will go to that variation. You'll notice that the countdown of the measures remaining in the intro are displayed on the screen here. As you go from Variation 1 to 4, the musical parts naturally build and get busier in the same way a typical song builds. You'll notice that since autofill is on, a fill is automatically played into the selected variation. Of course, you can turn this off so no fill is played. Turn it back on. Starting and stopping is done using the same button here. Press Stop. To select a new style, touch the style name and simply touch the style you want. For now, select Unplugged Ballad 3 and press Exit. Each style has 4 keyboard setups saved with it called Single Touch Settings, abbreviated as STS. You can quickly access them by pressing the STS buttons under the screen. Here on the STS Name tab, you can see the names and touch them directly on the screen. Let's use STS2. Now select Intro 1. Split is on, so play a chord in the lower range. Press Start. Intro 1 has a chord progression. Intro 2 doesn't have a chord progression. It's designed to respond to your chords. Intro 3 is a short intro designed to get into the song quickly. Endings 1, 2, and 3 work the same way. You can also press the Style button from the group of selection buttons to open the Style selection window. The styles are grouped in categories and can be selected on screen using the tabs on the left and right. The tabs along the bottom take you to pages with more styles in that category. Like we saw before with the Sound Selection button, pressing the Style Selection button repeatedly steps through the pages of styles. Select the Funk and Soul category, then Cool Funk. Press Exit. Even though we selected a new style, the previous keyboard tracks stay the same until we choose one of the new style's STS or one of the performances. Select this style's STS1. You'll notice that Split is on. So the Havian30 is now using lower chord scanning, triggering the chords below the split point. Play a chord in the lower range and press Start. You can also choose to turn Split off and trigger the chords using full chord scanning, triggering the chords anywhere on the keyboard. With full chord scanning, the chord isn't triggered until you play 3 or more notes. In Global, you can select different systems of triggering chords. Go to the Ballroom category and select Jive 1. Press Exit. As you can see, you can change to another style without stopping. Let's use the piano for this next section. There are several ways to interact with the styles. You may find one that will be your preferred way, or you may use different ones depending on the song you are playing. For example, this accompaniment button turns the accompaniment on and off, giving you the option to play along with the drums only. Turn accompaniment back on and play a chord. Manual bass mutes the accompaniment except for drums and percussion and allows you to play bass in the lower along with the upper keyboard tracks. Turn off manual bass and play a chord. Go to the Volume tab. These on-screen buttons quickly mute different sections of the accompaniment. For example, you may want to play along with just the drums and bass. Or just the bass and accompaniment. Make sure all three are set to play. This Track Select button switches between displaying the keyboard tracks and the accompaniment tracks. Display the accompaniment tracks. Here you can mute individual tracks, so for example, you can mute the track with the piano part so you can play a piano part instead. The piano icon on accompaniment 2, abbreviated as ACC2, is the piano part. Touch the ACC2 track, and then touch it again and the track is muted. Touching repeatedly mutes and unmutes the track, P for play and M for mute. Country category, Easy Country, Exit, STS1. You'll notice that the bass will always play the root of the chord you are playing no matter what inversion you play. If you go to the Split tab and turn on bass inversion, the bass will play the lowest note in your chord. Bass inversion on-off is saved with each STS or performance. Press Stop. Traditional category, Page 2, German Polka. Select STS3. Ensemble can be used to add harmonies to the upper sounds based on the chords you play. You can select from a variety of different harmonies. Hold down Shift and press Ensemble to jump to the Ensemble Edit page. Press Exit. There are a few ways to start and stop a style. For example, tap tempo. It's similar to counting in a band by saying 1, 2, 3, 4 at the tempo of the song. Hold down the Shift button and press the metronome button. This style is in 4/4, so I need to tap the Start button 4 times, then the style will start at that tempo. If the style was 3/4, I would tap it 3 times, 2/4 twice, etc. With styles that have a high beat number, such as 9/8 or 12/8, you can select how many taps start the style. For this next way of starting a song, let's use one of the special styles designed for piano from the piano style category. These piano styles are focused on the piano part in a variety of musical genres, as you see here: classical, jazz, pop, etc. Let's use this one from page 3, Shuffle Piano, Exit, then STS1. To the right of the 4 STS buttons, you will find the Synchro Start-Stop button. This controls how the accompaniment starts or stops as you play the keyboard. Press the button until Synchro Start and Stop are both off. Pop category. Pop chart 1. Exit. STS1. Chord sequencer allows you to record a chord progression and have it loop. Just before the start of a measure, press these two buttons simultaneously. Then play your chord progression. You'll notice the red chord icon flashing in the screen. With both hands available, more complex chords can be triggered. Just before the end of a measure, press these two buttons. Now the chord progression will loop, freeing up both hands to play the keyboard tracks. In the previous chapter, we saw how keyboard tracks could be edited and saved to one of the performance locations. Changes can be made to a style as well. Volume tab, display accompaniment tracks. For example, choosing a different drum kit. Bass sound, or any sound of the accompaniment tracks. Adjusting the tempo, customizing the 4 single-touch settings, and much more. However, it's best to keep the factory styles unchanged. Songbook is the perfect way to customize the styles to your needs without affecting the original style, as you'll see in the Songbook chapter.